Welcome back. A lot happening today on Capitol Hill. Senators advanced Tulsi Gabbard's nomination for Director of National Intelligence. A confirmation vote is expected soon. Meanwhile, House Speaker Mike Johnson announced when he hopes to have a blueprint for a budget. Let's take a listen.
On the budget, and then we'll, yes, a markup is going to be scheduled for Thursday. That's the intention. The budget chairman Arrington just spoke to conference and said that we'll be rolling out the details of that probably by tonight. If they notice a markup, they can do it by Thursday, and we are right on the schedule that we need to be on. So stay tuned for more developments.
And CBS News congressional reporter Taurean Small has the latest from Capitol Hill. Taurean, thanks for joining us on the stream today. What can we expect in this budget blueprint?
Yeah, a potential budget battle between Republicans. Senate Republicans are going forward with their own legislative package. And then you have House Republicans, as you just heard Speaker Johnson say, they're looking to push something before the Senate or the House Budget Committee as early as Thursday. Now, the problem there, and this is something that Johnson has made clear over the past couple of days, he's had conversations with Senate Republicans and told them, no matter what you guys put out, if he can't get 218 members in his conference to sign on to that, it's moot, which is why we're seeing him moving forward as quickly as possible. They're also staring at a March 14th deadline. That's when the House, the Senate, the president have to come together, sign something in order to avoid a government shutdown. On top of the massive legislative agenda items that the president is looking to push through, a border wall, tax cuts, extension of the 2017 tax cuts at that, and also they have to fall under budget reconciliation rules in order to avoid a filibuster in the Senate. So Speaker Johnson, I should say, is looking at an uphill climb over the next couple of weeks if he wants to fast track that action.
Yeah, it certainly looks that way. So let's talk about House Democrats, because they shared their concerns this morning about any attempts to dismantle the Department of Education. What exactly did we learn from that news conference?
Well, they expressed during that press conference multiple avenues in which they're looking to halt the speed at which President Trump is utilizing executive action for what they're calling unconstitutional things. Now, they saw Doge, Elon Musk, as a central threat to their action, saying that these are unelected officials coming in and removing essentially the legislative branch from the process, saying that Doge, Elon Musk, Doge being the Department of Government Efficiency, should not have the power of the purse. That lies in Congress. We're also seeing Democrats not just utilizing these press conferences, but also protests. Speaker or Minority Leader in the House, Hakeem Jeffries, is at a protest right now hosted by the largest federal government union in the country. So they're looking to realize and utilize every pathway, every avenue they can to push back. But as Hakeem Jeffries said not too long ago, their hands are tied. There's not much they can do considering Republicans have control of both the House, Senate, and the White House.
And Taurean, moving over now to the Senate, the chamber voted along party lines, by the way, to advance Tulsi Gabbard's nomination for National Intelligence Director. Now, Gabbard's nomination was surrounded with a lot of controversy, specifically for her ties to Russia and meeting with the former dictator of Syria. She was also pressed on her views on Edward Snowden. What is this newfound support that she's now gotten? What does all of this mean?
Yeah, I think it's a shining example of just the effectiveness of this intense pressure campaign coming from folks in Trump's orbit. On Gabbard specifically, Senator Todd Young of Indiana, who was on the Intel committee, reportedly, and this wasn't even outwardly, expressed reservations about her nomination. That led to Elon Musk coming out calling him a deep state puppet. He had a conversation with him. He had a conversation with folks in the White House. He had a conversation with other Republicans on top of the many private talks he had with Tulsi Gabbard before he ultimately decided to vote her out of committee. we're seeing other Republicans backing her who usually are on the fence. Susan Collins of Maine, Lisa Murkowski of Alaska. We don't know where Mitch McConnell stands, but even if he is the one defector in the conference, the votes are there for her to pass through. It's likely the rest of Trump's controversial cabinet picks as well, like Robert F. Kennedy Jr., will have the numbers and will be voted out eventually. The thing Democrats can do right now, what they have been doing, is utilizing the debate rules. 30 hours of time that they have to stall these confirmations. After that, it's up to Republicans, and it looks like Republicans will have their way.
Yeah, also looks like the pressure campaign from the Trump administration is working so far. Taurean Small, thank you so much for all that insight. We appreciate your time.